Okay, this is just a quick commentary video on Dr. Jan Halper-Hayes' recent comments. So this is a post she made September 22nd. It reads, "What makes you think it is just perceived hints and clues? We are here if you want the concrete evidence. We are happy to direct you to the research so you can come up to your own conclusions. Thanks for asking." At Brainstorm Joe is a good, trusted source. Now, in prior videos, I had asked the question concerning Elon Musk's potential alliance with what I'll here describe as Secure Team 17, a body of influential individuals seeking to divert the path of this world from the WEF trajectory. And I wondered if this individual, who works for the Department of Defense, is on a task force, states that she has security clearance, might also be a part of this Secure Team 17. Without a doubt, Elon Musk, Joe himself, the purchaser of Twitter, converted to X, has quite a massive amount of influence, and it's easy to discern a possibility that he could be trying to use his influence to save the world. There are these other individuals, one speculate may form a network with a presumed goal of throwing as many monkey wrenches into the dark plan as possible. And so why this is interesting to me, this post from Dr. Jan Halper-Hayes, is that she then says that this user is a good trusted source. So let's look at Brainstorm Joe's recent post. His pinned post on July 21st, he translates a comment by Trump as, "I, DJT, have made moves and signed orders so that we can put the government on pause. During this period, we'll run a multi-layered psychological operation for multiple reasons. Our country was infiltrated. Our citizens were divided and lulled into slavishness." Yes, I'm still editing myself for YouTube, balancing this video getting out with its clarity and presentation. "The show will allow American people to see what we were up against and in turn enhance the ability of the people while also saving the kids, revamping the financial system, and derooting bad acts in every form globally. We are 100% reaching this precipice. It is time." So that's the pinned tweet for this account. 11 hours ago today, he posts Joe Biden throwing hook'em horns, saying that there must be a winner and a loser, with the comment, "Weird, right? Jim is obviously doing this overacting thing, and it's funny, but it's weird, right?" The person acting here is Jim Carrey. Here shows a clip of Joe Biden carrying his own bags to the airport, which is odd. He retweets someone named Defender of the Public 17 hours ago, who covered the revelation by Lady Gaga that her song Poker Face had some improper lyrics that were aired over radio waves, with only one single station realizing the lyrics were improper. To suggest things like this happen all the time. They're endless waves of darkness in plain sight, but presented in a very sneaky, insidious way. And in this post, he retweets Ron Flapowski, "old, tired, and scared," to imply that Trump is somehow trolling with this look on his face. And this reminds me of a post I made earlier today, knowing I'm just playing my part in a show, look by the judge, in response to this clip.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
So Trump looks miserable there. Look at the judge.
Looking good, my friend. Yeah, smile for the camera, baby. You're looking
So to this point, it almost looks like a sitcom, like this isn't even real. And you compare that smile to this steely-eyed look by Trump. This is all concerning his New York property case, where it's alleged Trump overvalued his properties to secure good rates for loans. However, it's importantly pointed out that there is no injured party because all the creditors are happy. It's just a technical case, presumably meant to slow down his campaign for 2024. We know Trump has been tasked to act certain roles in television programs. Is this another example of his exemplary acting skills? Knowing that no one's perfect and transplanting oneself in this scenario, it is easy to imagine that one really could be tired and scared in these kinds of moments. I don't want to let enthusiasm and hope for the success of Trump blind from the reality of what could really be upon this guy with 96 supposed indictments. But it should be known that some people really are blessed to be a little bit beyond just regular human. They can take seemingly insurmountable challenges in stride that others cannot face. Donald Trump may indeed be that type of person. Another statement from Joe. "I can't help to think that even normies have to start to put together what's really happening when they see this, right? Trump literally plays clips of Joe Biden at his rally. Almost like Joe is working for Trump, huh? Trump told you about the pause. And it goes on with that comment.
I think it's a right for people to have bad health care. True international average of pressure.
God, oh my God, I can't believe I said that.
Well, applying a normal contextualization, I can imagine that in many campaigns in the past, presidents would want to highlight bad quotes from their challengers if they're hoping to win re-election. But clearly the sentiment that Joe is trying to get across is this idea that the current president, Joe Biden, is working with Trump together. Images of their alleged adversarial relationship to push people one direction or the other politically in terms of their preferences. So anyways, she would like for us to pay attention to this person, this highly accomplished psychologist with current security clearance, attempting to come to a very accurate view on how Dr. Jan Halper-Hayes fits into the big picture of those patriotic individuals hoping to salvage our country and possibly even the world from totalitarianism. I am concerned a bit by this post. Current rallying cry. When is something going to happen? Evil power seekers patiently planted seeds, encouraged by each small win. Patience won. Never saw real Donald Trump coming. If DJT has patience, so can we. We got this. Eradicating the evils in progress, one step at a time. And she posts a image that's supposedly a quote of Henry Kissinger made at a World Health Organization Council on Eugene, Oregon speech, February 25th, 2009. It's not really a Eugene, Oregon location for the speech. It's just I can't use the actual term, but you know that code word should kind of clue you in here. I can't even show the quote, but I will try to find a way to link you to this tweet. But essentially, it's alleging that Kissinger stated that the global acceptance of various injections in a forced way is necessary to get the people to accept whatever else the ruling authority wants them to have, a gateway of sorts. The term thin the herd is used in that quote. The very long-lived Henry Kissinger is still alive, apparently. He's 100 years old. According to various fact-checking websites, this quote by Kissinger, allegedly, starts circulating in 2019-2020 timeframe. Is considered to be a completely fabricated quote. I learned in this article that there is an online archive you can go to in order to see many of Kissinger's published statements and recorded statements. The website is called henryakissinger.com. While it's possible and even likely that individuals of high societal standing would say off-the-wall quotes when they know they're not being recorded, this quote image claims that it was done at a special council on Eugene, Oregon, which doesn't exist for the WHO. So I commented under that quote, I would think it is a false quote floating around over the years for engagement. Even though Kissinger fits in the corruption as well, they can edit down their desires in public speeches for the most part. Truth Matters Below states incredibly wicked, seemingly buying the image at face value. Many deep-thinking truth seekers are worried about Operation Comfort's psychological operation campaigns to lull concerned citizens into a less vigilant state with a strongly implied promise that there's a greater government military power looking out for them. And with this decreased vigilance, the most effective 5% would not be as strongly motivated to take all actions necessary to wake up their friends or stop the endless practice of corrupt acts for short-term gain by the bought-off or mass-formationed ones. Now, it wouldn't seem to me that that's what's going on here, but it is prudent if you want to be correct in the matter to figure out who the thought leaders are, closely analyze what they say to see where they're coming from and to see if there is subtle deception. In its original post, September 22nd, she says, "The pause, vital to understand why everything is happening at this pace. Peace comes from letting go of the expectations of how it should be going." The question from Brian Humble, forgive me for being skeptical. How do you know all of this is happening for sure just based on perceived hints and clues? What makes you think it's just perceived hints and clues? We are here if you want concrete evidence. We are happy to direct you to the research so you can come to your own conclusions. Importantly, this individual endorsed the Greatest Show on Earth special, which is found on Good Lion TV. This pretty well-produced film discusses the continuity of government, contextualizes the arrest of the Saudi prince with this Saudi prince's submission tour to US-based multinational corporations in big tech, with Trump's 37 executive orders, and with the bizarre imagery of Trump stepping in front of the Queen during his visit to that region. All part and parcel of a submission tour, all part and parcel of the national emergency, which relates to the widespread discovery of national corporatization, where countries, cities, municipalities are given identities as if they're living people, which provides an opportunity to facilitate endless corruption. If Dr. Jan Halper-Hayes is to be taken seriously, then her endorsement of this film is also to be taken seriously. But if just a little bit of misinformation spills everything, I am a little bit concerned just about this. I don't really know what to make of it. If you have an idea, just let me know what you think in the comments. That ends this video. Thanks for watching.
You've been chosen.